All right, guys, what is going on? Today's video, we're going to talk about everything that is done to the truck right now and how much it actually costs if you were to buy it, say, from like the store or online, basically online, because that's where everything, you buy everything anyway. But yeah, that's what I'm going to go over, everything that's done to the truck. I'm going to show you everything that's done to the truck. And I'm going to, you know, add it all up and show you how much it actually costs and how much is actually cost done to this truck. Now, I will say this. Everything that is what I put up in the price is not what I paid for. Everyone's price is different. Your price could be different. Yours could be lower. You could be higher. Everyone's price is different. I'm not saying I did pay a lot of full prices on most of the stuff, but not on everything. So don't say, oh my God, he spent this much on his truck, blah, blah, blah. Everything's changing. We have, you know, help with sponsorships, stuff like that. So yes, I'm going to get under the hood, show you what we got done to this thing, the Whipple Supercharged Cam Ram, and how much it costs for each little part, and you know what it's going to be a total at the end, and you can see how much work and effort and time and money we have into this truck.
There can't be two Alpha Titans.
Who bows to who?
Kong bows to no one.
The world needs Kong.
There's something provoking me into war.
All right, guys, here it is. This is my Whipple Supercharged Cam Ram. We renamed it Kong. We are getting a new fully forged motor in here. I'm not going to be adding any of that pricing, obviously, because it's not in here. We're just going to go over everything that is actually done to the truck right now. Everything. I'm even going to do the suspension because I do have suspension work done, a new rear on it and stuff. But mainly, I want to go over the motor stuff. You know, as you can see, we got Whipple Supercharger on here. It is cammed, exhaust, everything's done to this thing basically. And if you were to go out and go online and you want, hey, Incredible Hemi, I want your exact setup, every little thing you have done, I want to run it exactly the same. Here's what you would got to do. And you know, different websites are going to have different prices and stuff, but I'm just going to go over, you know, what I have. First thing we have done right here is the big boy. The biggest mod ever on this truck, Whipple Supercharged. Now, pricing obviously for Whipple is up and around the $7,000 range. If you buy it brand new from either any website, I bought mine directly from Whipple thanks to Nick Perciello over at Whipple Superchargers. We're sponsored by, we have partial sponsorship with Whipple, so that helped get this on this bad boy. But right now, I'm going to show you a website, and it doesn't actually show how much because this is actually the competition kit, the tuner kit. So it was a little bit cheaper because I already have a tuner, and I was going to buy different injectors anyway, and that's basically, it comes no injectors and no tuning kit. You got to buy that separately. So with the tuner kit, the competition kit, if you already have a tuner and you're going to buy different injectors, you're good to go. If not, buy the full kit. So yes, so we're going to start with the Whipple Supercharger. That is the big boy. Right here, as you can tell, we have billet fuel rails from Whipple. That's another thing we got from Whipple. From Whipple, another upgrade is the 102mm billet throttle body. We also have Whipple's Ram cold air intake. We had to do a little bit of work here, as you can see the Spectra here, to make it a little bit longer because the coupler that came with it is not ready for the big old 102mm throttle body, so we had to use a different coupler, and it came up a little short. But I have a bunch of couplers because we used to run a track intake. But from Whipple alone, Ram cold air intake, 102mm throttle body, billet fuel rails, Whipple. We still have the stock pulley on here, stock bottom end, everything. Next, so you can see it right here. This is a billet catch can for, you know, any of the Hemis. They all bolt onto the same block. You can get them really anywhere. I actually got one off of Tunnel Chaser, actually. He actually gave me this one for free, but they usually cost brand new around $145. Now next, you cannot see the next modification because it is inside the engine. We are cammed with a J. Greene Stage 2 Hyla V2 Thump camshaft. We had that cam when we were NA, so that's the cam we still have when we went Whipple, and that's the cam that's going to stay until we put the new motor in, obviously. So with Jay's kit, it comes with new springs for the heads, new hardened push rods, obviously the cam, a new comp cam phase limiter, Everything you need for the heads, spring wise, washers, retainers, all that. His kit comes with it. It comes with new MSD delete lifters, so there's no MSDing on this thing right now, which is awesome because I hate MSD. Yeah, so we have Jay's cam kit, as you can see that, right? Yes, we have HHP BES Stage 1 ported heads. Yes, and ours are actually milled a little bit, 0.020, so it's a little bit higher compression, because when we were NA, we were trying to make a little bit more power. We never even really utilized it because we never ran race gas NA, so we didn't really get to really turn it up at all. We were only on pump gas NA, and we still did pretty good, 1220 in the heat. So okay, so cam heads, I don't know if you could see them, a little older now, but we have 1 3/4 American Racing headers. Might be able to get a better view on here on this side. I can't see them as good as you used to because there's a big old thing here. But yes, we have 1 3/4 American Racing long tube headers. Yes, I will say this, at the time I went catless. You had the whole EPA thing, whatever, so we are catless. Back down to an, right now we have an MBRP CATBACK exhaust. And underneath, I'll show you, we actually have a QTP 3-inch cutout. Let's see if we can show you the cutout. Oh, right there. Yes. That's what we got. Oh, for motor wise. All right, guys. See back under the hood. Blower, cam, heads. Trying to think of anything else I can think of under here. If you guys know anything else, we have a clutch fan delete, which is really free. Obviously, just take the clutch fan off. That's another thing, guys. All right, guys. Well, for the engine work, that's off the top of my head. If I forget anything, I'll try to remember it. But for engine work, that is what we got for the engine. We do have suspension mods. As you can see, we are lowered with a 2.4 drop. Let that guy go by. Yes, so we are lowered with a Maxtrac 2.4 drop. As you can see, let me see if I can get a little bit closer on here. We have core 4x4 upper and lower control arms. We have, I don't know if you can see that, a Wilwood 15-inch rear brake conversion to fit a 15-inch wheel for the drag strip. So we get that from Jason Detriot, Elitehemiperformance. There's a link in his to his email for, you know, if you want a 15-inch conversion for your Ram. That's what we got. Up front, it's just the Maxtrac drops. We do have, let's see if you can see them, QA1 single adjustables. Yep, you can see them. Yes. Those are our shocks. Stock, you know, Maxtrac springs, nothing crazy. Detriot Trutrac rear. You're not going to be able to see the rear because it's obviously inside the housing. But that is our setup for suspension, rear, engine, exhaust. I'll let you guys, you know, wasn't going to do a full cold start because obviously it's not a full cold start. But I'll let you hear how it sounds with the cutout closed. This is through the MBRP CATBACK, so you hear what a CATBACK sounds like. With the cutout open, it's much louder. But simple setup, but it works really well. Also, sorry, I forgot about one more thing underneath. Let me shut the truck off. I'll tell you, a couple small things. All right, yes, we actually have a Circle D 4000 stall converter. Forgot about that. Got it when I was NA. It's not the most recommended for, you know, Whipple Supercharger, that big of a stall, but with the right tire setup and wheels, we hook. So that's what we have under there. Stock trans though, nothing done, just a converter. Stock, it is 4x4 stock transfer case. Yeah, basically that's really it. Everything was in the beginning up around here. Whipple cam, ported heads, bing bang boom, suspension and exhaust, guys. All right, guys, well, I'm going to put a total up at the top of the screen. You can see how much everything costs if you add it all together. Suspension, it's a good amount of money. Like I said, though, everyone's prices are different. That's if you go to the website and pay full for everything. Most likely you're going to get discounts. People are going to help you out. You're going to look for some used parts. It happens. I've done it. No big deal. But those are just prices, what everything costs, what I've spent, you know, for the Ram. This is, you know, my channel. This thing makes, you know, helps me make a revenue on the channel thanks to you guys. Also, guys, please pick up your Incredible Hemi merchandise. Link in the description to the store, to, you know, Teespring. But help support the channel for that. And I hope I talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.